Oh, the beautiful sun is so bright. Hey everybody, it's Amy with A Farmish Kind of Life. Today we're hanging out answering 10 new questions for homesteaders. It was started by Rockin 8 Farms and 4 kids and a farm. They are fabulous people. It's been so great getting to know them. You should go watch their first videos that started off this whole thing. So I'm going to be answering 10 new questions that they have sent to me. Well, that's kind of a tricky question. I work from home, so I'm always on the homestead. So do I homestead full time? I don't know. I don't make giant amounts of income from my homestead, so it's not an income producer, but I am home all the time. So I work from home as an author and as a content creator and as a podcaster. Yes, I'm an author. Yes, I've written books. Secrets out, I write under 2 names. I write under my real name, which is Amy Dingman. My pen name is Shay Ray Stevens. I write fiction under that. Chickens. Isn't that what everybody starts with? They're the gateway animal, yo. After chickens, we added goats and we added horses. When we first moved to this farm, we were like, oh, I wanted goats, my husband wanted horses. Like, that was what we were getting when we got to the farm. We actually had chickens before we moved here. When we got here, we added goats and horses. And you will notice we no longer have goats or horses, which goes to show the things that you think are going to work out and be the thing that you want, not always the thing that you want. Smoked. Love these. We have 5 acres here. When we were looking for our farm, we thought we wanted 40 acres, we thought we wanted 20 acres, we thought we wanted all this land. We couldn't find anything that was that big. We found this place. And originally when you look at a 5-acre parcel of land that doesn't have anything on it, you're like, that's not gonna be big enough to do it. But this place is set up so nicely. This obviously was working farm before we bought it, and it's really everything that we need. If we were to get more land, I don't know what we'd do with it other than having a little bit more hunting land. But as far as the homestead, 5 acres is absolutely sufficient for what we want to do. And I think if we had more land, we wouldn't necessarily make use of it. So yeah, 5 acres is fine. I don't know that we need anything bigger. We've been here since 2011, so I feel like we've tackled a lot of the initial homesteading skills that I wanted to learn. But I would say I still need to learn how to pressure can. I'd really like to do that. I know how to water bath can, but pressure canning is not anything that I have ever attempted, so I need to do that. I'd like to get really, really good at just making as much stuff as we can here. Condiments and supplies and just pantry items and just, having that self-sufficiency and self-reliance. So anything that brings me closer to that. What else would I like to learn how to do? I'd like to learn how to actually finish a quilt. I can make quilt tops. I have no idea how to put a quilt together. So I'd like to learn how to do that. I'd love to learn how to sew well enough that I can make my own clothes. I'd like to get smart enough about driving the tractor that I don't have to ask my husband every single time how to use it. I'd like to plant apple trees and actually have them grow. Is that a skill? I don't know. If I sit here long enough, I could probably make this whole video of things Amy still needs to learn about the homestead. Why? I mean, you do you. I'm not gonna eat it. I guess the whole thing I don't understand is if you're not gonna eat meat, why are you trying to create something that's like it? Like, if you're not gonna eat something because you're opposed to it, don't try to recreate it. Hypocrisy. My dream homestead? Obviously it looks like this. I love everything about this homestead, but if I had to pick my least favorite thing, it would be trying to figure out how to make this last long enough to do all the things you want to do on the homestead. That's a hard one, but I think I would settle on just do it. Don't overthink it. Don't overplan. Don't spend so much time like in analysis paralysis that you don't get anything done. Like research it a little bit and then do it. I think that would apply not only to our homesteading adventure, but also to so many things in life. But once you hit 40, you figure these things out.
Hi, Booby Kitty. Oh, it's a kitty.
I've learned to never say never. And interestingly enough, the one animal I said I was never going to have again was ducks. And we moved to the farm and got ducks again. But I would have to say that an animal that will never end up on our farm is an animal that doesn't serve a purpose for us. I've always had the rule that if an animal is going to be here, it needs to provide us with something. So any animal that I guess would come to the farm that didn't have an actual purpose, whether that was protection or meat or eggs or you know, whatever the case may be, I would say that would be an animal that we would never take here. Not because we don't love animals, because we love animals, but financially there has to be a payoff. So that's my answer there. That's easy. If money was no object, I would re-roof my barn. My barn was built in 1918. It was moved here in the 40s on the back of a giant truck, and it needs a new roof. That's what I do. I would also, and this is probably gonna make me sound like a big jerk, I would fence my entire property and put gates on my driveway. Does that make me a jerk? Probably makes me a jerk. Thanks again to Rockin 8 Farm and 4 Kids and a Farm for the awesome opportunity to answer more questions. I love these collaborations. They help us know so much more about the homesteading community, and community is important. So I am going to challenge 4 homestead channels right now to do the same thing. You'll find the questions in the description below, and I'm going to tag 4 channels, but if you've watched this and you want to be involved, don't wait to be tagged. Go ahead and make a video, because we'd all love to see your answers to these questions. So the people I am tagging are Mulberry Branch Farm, the Mindful Homestead, Copper Kettle Farms, and Nate's Mountain Homestead. You're on, guys. I want to see your videos. Do you see that bread back there? If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and do that. Remember to click the little dingy bell so you'll be notified every time there's a new video. Talk to you again soon.